The Jacksonville State Gamecocks are 2-0 right now, heading into a big game versus Murray State. One of the reasons that the Gamecocks are 2-0 is a new wide receiver, Sterling Galban, who is transferred in from Texas Tech. And we're going to bring Sterling in right now. Sterling, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm just doing super. Listen, it's a long way from Burnet, Texas to Jacksonville, Alabama, but you got to tell us the story. Of course, you spent 3 years at Texas Tech, but kind of give us the rundown of how you ended up at Jax State.
Yeah, really, I just needed a fresh start. I went through some things over there at Tech and was even about to go through my third coaching change. So just needed a fresh start. Wanted to play for somebody who wanted me to play for them again. So I felt like here was a perfect opportunity with Coach Richard and all the assistants they had coaching here. So that's how I ended up here.
And this offense seems just tailor made for your talents. I mean, you're an outside receiver, you're quick, you run good routes, you got great hands. Caught your first touchdown pass as a Gamecock this past Saturday versus Davidson. Know that had to be a thrill.
Yeah, it felt good. It's kind of a feeling that all my hard work kind of like that I've put in the recent months kind of paid off, but still got a lot of work to do. I plan on doing better, and as well as the whole team. So felt pretty
Was
good.
it Yeah, was it special to open up against a Texas team? Because I know how you Texas guys are. I recruited there for many years. There's a lot of pride. So it had to be special for you to play your first game at Jax State against Stephen F. Austin, a Texas team who probably recruited you and tried to sign you out of high school.
Yeah, it was pretty cool playing a Texas team. I've recently known a lot of players that's played there recently. I didn't know any players played on the team this year, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. It was really fun.
Okay. All right. As far as what's the biggest change that you've had to adapt to, because pretty much you lived your entire life in Texas. What's the biggest changes and differences you see between life in Texas, life in Jacksonville, Alabama?
It's a lot more humid here. I can tell you that. Down in Houston is pretty humid, but definitely here
Mhm.
compared to Lubbock, because I've been playing ball in Lubbock the past few years, so the humidity is a lot different. That's been a big change, and then like the scenery with like all the trees. Like Texas is a little bit more flat, besides
Mhm.
like down in the hill country, but that's been probably the two biggest differences for sure.
Right. Well, y'all got a big game coming up against Murray State, of course. This was before your time, but Murray State and Jacksonville used to be big rivals when Jacksonville was in the Ohio Valley Conference. And this game is one that, with Jacksonville, with you guys moving up to Division I next year, a lot of guys are circling Jax State on the calendar. Murray State's going to be one of them. I know you guys. You've got to travel. It's your kind of truly first road game of the year, even though you played in Montgomery the first week. Your first week to truly travel. Is there any different preparation this week?
Not really. I mean, we kind of approach every game the same. Just we got a hungry bunch right now, so I think we're gonna be driving there on a bus the day before, so we'll probably get an early start on that.
Mhm.
Probably get up to the facility Friday morning pretty probably a little bit earlier than we did with Montgomery, but not a whole lot of differences besides that. So we're just ready to get on the road and play some ball.
Okay. Well, Sterling, I can tell you that everyone's excited to have you at Jacksonville State University, and we look forward to watching you play the rest of this season and next year too. And it's again, it's a thrill to see you out there, and we're glad that you chose to come to Jacksonville State.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate it. It's been good to me so far. So hopefully we keep this train going. So keep it.
All right, Sterling Galban, Jacksonville State wide receiver. The Gamecocks take on Murray State up in Murray, Kentucky, Saturday night at 6 p.m. You can listen to Mike Paris on the Gamecock Radio Network. He'll have all the play by play.